connect to the epic beyond.
So again, let's just take a moment, reach out and intend to connect with everyone hearing these words right now. Wherever you are, whenever you are, reach out and intend to connect. And just feel you start to create an energy field. Okay, now it's getting a bit stronger. Really intend to connect. Just feel so important to understand we can connect in this way. We can connect with each other in this way. Something we have been doing for years is when we are in different places in the country or in the world, we can just take a moment, go on Zoom together, and then give each other what we call an etheric hug. We just connect energetically. It's as if we are embracing each other. Yesterday, Alcazar was talking about the importance of feeling connected, saying to people, reach out, connect with a greater family. And someone was asking, well, how do we join this circles network that we've created? So maybe Jules can just say how to do that for those people that haven't yet connected in that way.
Yeah, so the easiest way is to go to stargatecircles.com. You can create a profile. It's a free private community for the Stargate. So you can make your profile. There's a member directory, so you can actually see who might be near you. And we're going to be developing it more and more, so stay tuned for further instructions.
And also, when you register, there's a global map, and it shows where everyone is living or located, and you can actually zoom in and find people in your area or in your country.
Yeah.
And so we really want to encourage everyone to be participating in that way. Take a few minutes and then explore it a little. And as Alcazar was saying yesterday, connect with a few people that you feel might be either close to you or you feel attracted to connect with. It's so important in these times to come for us to build little connections within the greater Stargate family. It's really important. So let's, each one of us, just invite again the connection to the earth. Invite our etheric Stargate, asking it to vibrate the 12th dimensional energy levels. Taking a moment to do that.
So we invite the Earth's energy from below to come up into our bodies. And we invite the Stargate from above to come down and surround us. We call forth all the energetics of oneness, of spirit, of the guides, the multitudes within the one. And just allowing these frequencies to touch you. The more present we become, the less we are enclosed in our own bubble of the mind. So it's presence that allows our awareness to extend beyond the individual self, beyond separation. Just feel how present you can become. Can you let your awareness burn like an eternal flame?
And so, beloved ones, in a moment we are going to make another journey through the quantum field into the void. But before we do this, we would like to remind you that you are an eternal being. Your consciousness, your superconscious self, has always existed. You have traveled through hundreds of lifetimes here in the human form. And because of your perception of time, it feels as if you have been here almost for an eternity. Time is very different in the universe. As more and more of you merge with your superconsciousness, you will start to realize that there is, in a sense, a timelessness. Your lifespan here is very, very short. You think if someone lives to 100 years old that they are very old. But in the universe, people live for thousands of years in the same body. It is not a physical body as such. And so, as we have said before, you came from elsewhere before you became human. You have lived in other planetary civilizations, and you chose and volunteered to come to Earth what seems like a very long time ago to you. You came from all around the universe, people from all the different civilizations were brought to the Earth to create a sort of melting pot, so to speak, something that never happened before. You came, and you came with the agreement that you would forget temporarily where you have come from. You would put on this human bodysuit so that no matter where you have all come from, all the different places, you would all look very similar. There are slight differences which are there intentionally to subtly remind you that you have come from different places. You agreed that you would forget, that you would go through these lifetimes of experiencing, mixing and merging with others from around the universe who had also volunteered to be here. Creating something new, combining your DNAs, mixing and merging, creating something new. There is an opportunity here on your earth to be a great gift to the universe, to bring the energies of oneness here, to combine the wisdom of so many races into one vast consciousness that can guide other parts of the universe in times to come. You have what we often call a star family, your family from whence you came, who are waiting and watching, wanting to support you, waiting for you to awaken enough to reconnect with them, to know where you have come from. Initially, just energetically. And then slowly, as you invite their support, there will come a time when you become aware, you remember where you have come from. The mind wants to know immediately, so do not get into deep asking and questioning. When it is time, you will remember. Just know you are an eternal being. Because time in the universe is very different, because lifespans in the universe is very different, your family is still waiting for you to awaken, remember, reconnect. And when that happens, there can be a deep interaction with them. And then access to wisdom that you have had, that you can call forth once more and share with the rest of humanity. And so, again, be aware of your connection to the earth and to your etheric stargate. See if you can constantly be aware of your stargate and of the nourishment of the earth. And understand that when we ask you to visualize this structure around you, we are asking you in a subtle way to connect to the consciousness that is the etheric stargate. So feel, invite, allow the support of this higher dimensional consciousness, stargate. And so now we are going to move into a meditation. So we ask each and every one of you just to be comfortable, relaxed, close the eyes, be present. And for those of you choosing to lie down, do not drift off into sleep. Stay present. Very good. And so, beloved ones, we are with you still. Feel our presence with you. Each one of you asking and inviting all the guides you have called forth these days together. Invite them to be here now. And just feel as the energy changes around you, as the masters, the angels, as all the guides you have called forth, bring their energy into this global meditation right now. Very good. We will be supporting you through this meditation. Stay with us. And once more, being aware of your own awareness. Feel that witness, that consciousness, that awareness within you. That part of your superconscious self that is still in the human form. That part wishes to grow within your humanness, to become more aware, more conscious, more creative. Feeling your consciousness, your awareness. And as we have done before, in a moment, we will be asking you to simply visualize, follow the storyline, so to speak, as we describe you lifting your consciousness out of the body. So feel this witness, this one who is sensing, that is within the body but not of the body. And feel that presence that is you. And now we ask you just to visualize and to allow your consciousness to lift up out of the body into the quantum field. And as we have said before, this is just an image for the mind. Follow just that visualization into the quantum field, into the blackness, into the no-thingness. Feeling yourself, your conscious self, floating in the vast no-thingness. As we have said before, you might feel as if you have a bodily form. When your consciousness leaves the body temporarily, it maintains that human form, the energetic of your human form. For it is an overlay into each and every cell. And so just feeling yourself floating in the vastness of the quantum field. Feeling it extending downwards beneath you to eternity, infinity, and beyond. Behind you, extending back into eternity, infinity in front of you, endless space of nothingness, floating, feeling the vastness. Very good. And now, of course, once more, the moving, sensing yourself moving deeper and deeper into the quantum field, knowing this process, sensing the movement through the nothingness, going deeper and deeper and deeper into the quantum field, knowing that you are about to reach this portal, this doorway, feeling it gently coming towards you as you move through the quantum field. And as you sense that doorway in front, you slow down, you pause in front of it, and you tune in and you feel the thousands of others in this meditation, all paused, waiting to move through together, to create an energetic shift together when we go in to the void. And so again, we will count from 3 to 0. And when we reach 0, move into the void. So be ready. 3, 2, 1, 0, flowing, moving deeper, deeper into the void, going deeper, feeling a movement, feeling a sensation of moving deeper into spirit, moving it almost like through waves of energy as you go deeper and deeper, and finding yourself floating still, no movement, deep in spirit once more, deep in the void, taking a moment to allow yourself to gently expand a little more, not to dissolve into spirit this time, but to simply allow a greater expansion of your presence, feeling this larger self. Because as you allow this expansion, you are temporarily merging more into your superconscious self. Feeling your expanded awareness, an inner silence also there. And now, beloved ones, we are going to invite each one of you to allow for the possibility of what we have said, that you have come from the stars, you have come from other civilizations. Just allowing that possibility. And in doing so, we ask each one of you now to invite your star family or a representative of your star family to come to you now in the quantum field. Just asking, inviting, and nothing else to do. And you might start to sense an energy coming to you. Let go of any concept of how your star family will connect to you, how they will relate to you, how they will look to you. Just inviting them to come to you in the quantum field, in this moment as you float, expanded in the field of spirit, in the void. You may sense their energy. You can invite them to come closer. Come closer. Allow me to feel you. Allow me to see you. Allow me to remember you. Allow the invitation to get stronger. Allow the heart energy, which is part of your energetic self, allow the heart energy to grow. Allow the heart to feel the love for you from your star family. Maybe you can sense their presence with you. Maybe you can even see them vaguely or clearly. Just be with what is. Invite them to help you open more to their presence. And invite them to connect with you in any way that they would like to connect with you. Maybe a touch or an embrace. Maybe simply a flow of energy. For they know you far better than you know yourself. They will connect with you in the most appropriate way in this moment of now. For some of you, the mind is a little uncertain. That is okay. For some, this is a new concept, something to tune into, to allow if you can, because this will accelerate a greater awareness of all that is. We always say, do not believe what we tell you. Be open to the possibility there may be a truth in this for you. And so, if you are simply open to the possibility, not believing, not denying, but just to sense what is in the moment for you, then you may have an experience. And when you have an experience, it is not a belief, it is a knowing. And as you allow that knowing to grow within you, deeper, stronger experiences start to happen. So feeling the presence of your star family, maybe one energy, maybe several, maybe more are coming as you open up to them. Just be with your sensations, your experiencing. And now, beloved ones, with this connection to your star family, however it is for you, we remind you there are thousands of others in this meditation, all floating in the void, all with a connection to their star families. Sense them now. Feel yourself in the midst of thousands, thousands in the human energetic form, and a multitude of star families from around the universe, all together right now. So let us invite each one in the meditation and each of the star families representative to consciously connect here in the void. Feel the intention to connect, all of us. The star families bringing their energy and intention. Each one of you bringing your intention. Can you notice the field you have created together just for that intention? Make it stronger now. Ask your star families to help us create an even stronger connection together. Just feel the energy field right now. A gentle intensity, a depth of energy, a depth of love as you all intend to connect whilst you exist, floating in the void, in spirit. Take that energy in. Feel that incredible connection that humanity has with each other and the connection you have with the star families. Allow yourself now to feel the presence and connection with other star families which perhaps you have never felt before, inviting all the different star families to connect with you, to support you and humanity on this accelerated path to awakening. Invite and feel. Invite and feel. Beloved ones, you are on a grand adventure that has yet to really reveal itself to you. You have lived for so many lifetimes in semi-consciousness. Very soon you will begin to realize, wow, what a roller coaster this has been. And now we are going to shift totally into the next phase of humanity being here. on the earth. How fast the shift occurs is up to you, individually and humanity as a whole. But the more of you who individually decide and move into higher consciousness, the more of an energetic magnet that you are, drawing more of humanity with you as you touch them with your presence, with your energy, with the fields that you are creating around the earth with the assistance of the Stargate grid. Feeling the star families blessing you, honoring you. They are about to depart from this space in a few moments. They will always be available to you. But take a moment now and feel the connection. And ask your star family to assist you in maintaining a connection with them. Ask them to remind you in your daily life to connect with them. By opening yourself up to their presence, you will be opening your awareness again and again. And that too will be of great benefit to you. And so now gently, lovingly, your star family simply dissolves out of that space in the void. Feeling yourself floating in this vastness, still expanded. Being aware of the thousands of others around you. They have all had an experience different from yours, unique to each one of you. But right now, we invite you once more just to connect to everyone in this meditation as they float in spirit. Connect, intend to connect. Feel the energetic of connection that happens with your intention. Feel it. The more you can feel this connection with the Stargate family, the easier it will be for you to draw upon this energy when you need more support in your daily life. You will not feel alone. You can tap into this energetic. And of course, you can connect physically using your technology to others around the planet with whom you feel a connection. And so feel the thousands of people with you, and together start moving back towards that portal, that doorway. Just feel all of you moving together, creating a gentle wave of energy moving through spirit, through the void, moving through that portal, through the quantum field, heading back into your individual bodysuits, feeling your consciousness coming into the body right now. Just feel, notice the subtle sensation as your consciousness returns into the body. And feeling yourself very present in the physical body. Take a moment to share this energy with your physical body intentionally. Love every cell of the body. Express your gratitude to the body. And then very, very slowly and gently bring your awareness out into the room, feeling the room around you. And then when you are ready, very slowly and gently, coming fully back, allowing the eyes to come open. Maybe taking a deep breath, feeling the body, having a sip of water, which helps you come back into the body. So, as always, stay with this energy as you come back into the body, into your room. Stay with the energy. We have a habit of disconnecting. Oh, the meditation's over. Disconnect. No, consciously stay connected. So, I'm gonna just invite some responses. What did that feel like to you? What was the connection that you felt or saw or sensed with your family? And
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I had something interesting happen. I know in the past when I've connected with my star family, it's been like a pure consciousness, kind of like a spherical energy form. And this time I heard something different's going to happen. And what happened was like this like octopus being came, like a kind of a pink color. But it was so fascinating because it was like I kept being guided to experience. It was like the whole multiverse was like inside of like that feeling of the quantum field and the stars and like it was connecting to me in like this like really beautiful heart energy. And then Alcazar said to move into the heart. I was like, cool. And it was like sort of like that was the quality that those beings have. They have, we're all sort of like fractals of source. And so that was like the particular quality that they were sharing with me. It was this just like very beautiful, heart centered, kind of joyful, gleeful thing. And then I went very deep, but at one point it was like the field was like thundering, like it was like so strong and so like shimmery. And Alcazar said that we should all ask our star families to make the field stronger. Oh, so those were the two nice things that happened. And then I just totally went somewhere else. And yeah. Thank you, sir.
So we'll just invite questions from the people in the room and the people who are joining us from around the world. Jules is going to look up the chat, see what you guys are saying. And we'll start with someone in the room.
I just wanted to share when you opened up everything up this morning and you invited the audience to come into the room with us, a man was standing right here beside me, to the point where I felt I could identify him if I saw him in the room. And you're just standing right here. I can almost see colors and form. Anyway, that was my share.
Great. It's good to hear that. Yeah. Yeah. Now you can just ask yourself, what's your connection to that particular one that came to you? Why did you sense him? Yeah.
It was a man. And I thought that he was in the room for everybody. He just happened to be standing next to my chair.
I think it was more personal than that. Yeah. Okay. Another comment from the room?
Somebody else on the chat, Celeste, said, I saw a pink octopus being. That's so cool. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
At the end of the meditation, or towards the end of the meditation, I could feel the cells and the physicality of the star family that came to me, which was like galactic mer people. And I could feel the sensation of their skin, and and it was almost like I could hear the different particles coming together and going apart as I was moving into my body, but still holding on to the feeling and what it is to be a galactic mermaid, and being with the other galactic sea creatures, especially the whales. It was really beautiful.
For the last couple of days, I've been feeling when we connect to the people online, hugs, just these warm hugs coming in, and that's been really wonderful. And then today, I've had a lot of experience of kind of opening my eyes when I was over here before, and seeing glows around people, or people looking like angels, which has just really been incredible. And then with this meditation, I've known for some time that my star family is the Andromedans, but this time I felt a water presence of a lot of water, and I don't know, particularly. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any octopuses, but it was it was a kind of a watery space with and just a sense of these like rocks and caves and openings in the and in the water.
So they say octopuses are not of the earth, that they're different than everything else on this earth. So
Yeah, that
they're-
makes sense.
Well, many of the beings that exist here in so-called animal form are connected to other planetary beings. So, someone else online, Jules?
Go ahead and take the mic. Yeah. Okay. So Courtney is asking, did the Galactic Command take some of us on their craft last night? In my dreams, I saw the large craft with lights on the bottom and floating back down into my body. Very cool.
Well, the simple answer is probably yes.
I think definitely yes.
A lot of us go up to the ships at night without remembering it.
Mhm.
And with that invitation that we had last night, the invitation to give them permission to can you continue working with us, I wouldn't be surprised if quite a lot of us went up to the craft.
Veritas is saying, when the multitude of star families started blessing us, I felt the spaces between my cells expand and fill with light.
Oh, beautiful.
Brigitte is saying, kind of playful energy, many types of animal beings.
Yeah, go ahead.
Usually, I have to share when I know my heart is starting to beat a little faster. So this morning, when I got in the Stargate with Michael, immediately I saw 4 lion beings drop in on the corners of the Stargate, and I said, "This is really interesting. This is first time." And so during this meditation, it was a lion being, which I know is Lyran. And I could feel the surrounding family around me. And just the one, I can just see his head, which looks like a lion, a furry outline. And in the middle of his forehead is this blue diamond light. And I was just so focused on that. And I could feel his hand paw touching my heart at one point in the meditation. And I have felt their love before deeply in the past. And at one point, his forehead, I get the sense more masculine, had bowed and touched his blue diamond light to my own forehead. And when I could feel everybody else's spirit in this, void, and it was so beautiful because it felt so very full. And then when all the star families, it's like I could sense them. And it was just this celebration, also this beautiful meeting place. And my sense was also many beings, many star families that we have no labels for being in there with us. And it is just so immense and beautiful experience.
Thank you.
During the the first one, when I was popped out, I was actually witnessing some of the people come out of their bodies. And that was really interesting to actually see people coming out with me. And then during this one, when we got to the void, I loved feeling everybody there and jumping in together, the excitement and, just everybody doing it. And it was like, for me, we were all like balls. We were going in and we were laughing inside the balls and we're going deeper. And And then when the families, the star families came in, it was serious. So people that I connected to before, and just giving me hugs and love, and everybody else is there too. It's just really nice.
You know what that
Yeah.
reminds me of? The ball drop in New York City. I'm like, maybe y'all were energizing some good vibes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to share it from today's first meditation. The first being with shows up. It was like in the shape of the ship. I was like looking at the being. I was like, oh well, is this a being or what is it? So many blue lights were light up at the bottom of the ship, and then it got kind of started merging with my body and just connecting with various facets of the body through the beams from the ship. And I was like, okay, it's interesting. And then the lion just shows up, his head, and just was guiding all the process. And it was so beautiful, so profound. And I don't know what to think about it. There's nothing to think. And it was just very beautiful. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's nothing to think about, because then the mind starts to distort things. But just enjoy the experience. And if there's more to know, then that knowledge will simply come, rather than the mind trying to work it out.
You're being shown a greater reality. Like when you describe that lion being who's directing the lights on the craft, it feels like, to me, I don't know why, but there's no doubt in my mind that that's absolutely what was happening. That's really cool.
Yeah, these lion beings, the Leonids, they're often called. Yeah. Okay, somebody else online, Jules?
Okay, sir. Deb is saying, I felt I was just gathered up in a hug of many beings and taken somewhere lovely, bathing in peace. Feels like I was being reassured, such loving energy. Mead saying, I felt seen, and all of us together in a circle coming back from the void. I thought, we are so amazing. Jan is saying, sadness came up for me for having no touchstones of family connections near or far. I asked to be open to receive connection. Oh, cool. Brenda is saying, I had been seeing lion-like faces too and didn't get it until now. Thanks for sharing. Judith saying, all of us connected at the end, ignited flames of energy up into a chorus of joy and excitement. As the joining created something new that is still here, I sense we will all be creating from this.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Take one more from the room.
So when I go into the void, I try to be in total blackness. So maybe I try too hard, because it's very hard to feel the blackness, but I concentrate. I just try to blank out my thoughts to just feel the blackness. But sometimes I can capture it a little bit, sometimes not. This meditation, I could not. So it was kind of a sparkly gray. So I'm like, okay, let me just live with this and just be what's happening. And when we were told to connect to our Stargate community, I feel the energy really, really strong. I feel it all over the world, vast. And then I called in my mermaid family, and I felt everybody individually. It's like all their energy is like very connected. The star families, when we called for the star families, I usually don't see like beings or anything. So I saw just light bodies and just feel the energy. And so today I just said, okay, don't try to be in the blackness, just be with what is.
Exactly, yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
And many of these beings exist in light bodies. You know, they're not physical as we would like to imagine them. If we are in the same dimension as them, it would appear to us as if they had physical bodies. From our third dimensional perspective, they're much more like a light body. Yeah. Cool. Someone else? Jules?
Michelle is saying, when Alcazar asked us to connect to everyone in the meditation and the star families, I felt a huge surge of energy in the void. Karen.
Yeah, I felt a big surge of energy too.
Yeah.
Did anyone else feel big? Yeah, lots of people here putting their hands up. Yeah.
Karen is saying, I had a sense of 3 feminine figures coming to me, Pleiadian mothers. I asked about how to bring what I'm here to bring, got an image of me pregnant, then delivering an earth that turned into a tree. Feelings of love and care and expansion. Romulan saying, extremely tall essence of spirit being, and I felt deep, brilliant green eyes in a being of pure consciousness floating with me. Felt energy of creator beings holding in brilliant, pearlescent golden.
Wow, beautiful.
My body is still pretty shook. And I'm incredibly grateful. It was I had just direct experience with these amazing loving beings that I've connected with before. So it confirmed what I thought might be true many times before. But today it was just full with especially this one amazing, loving female being. Just absolute profound love. And then with numerous others around that I could also see. And earlier, the meditation before the galactic command then was the being that had my back. That was so strong. And then what I got then was the connection of various men that I've actually brought up in here. The one man that were part of helping me to connect. The one man that I said earlier, one of that had my back and died, and I didn't know how that worked. He was partly a vehicle. He's on the other side to connect me, and then other men that I've been with. That when I would make love to them, these beings that are my beings would come in with this profound love.
Mm.
So I'm just grateful to all of you. And then I could obviously see all of you around, but I'm so grateful to this whole group that helped me. Thank you. Love you.
Someone is asking, any words of wisdom or ways of seeing for those who don't get much and could use encouragement?
I'm sorry I missed that.
Oh yeah, I could tell.
I was looking at what's going on in the room. So
yes, I know. He's tracking.
Yeah.
So any words of wisdom or ways of seeing for those who don't get much and could use encouragement?
Beloved ones, one of the problems for some people, actually for many people, especially when they begin to connect with the Stargate, when the energy starts to build, the mind comes in and says, I'm not feeling much. And as soon as you have that thought, I am not feeling much, that's taken by your subconscious to say, to mean, I don't want to feel much. So If you are one of these people who thinks you don't feel very much, then as we move into a meditation, just ask the guides to support you, opening up your sensitivity. And the mind has projections and expectations, and you have to let these go. You have to let go of how you will sense or feel or experience. Because if you project, oh, I'm going to feel this or that, then anything else that wants to come in is excluded by the subconscious. So acknowledge the smallest thing that you feel. If you feel a shift in the energy, I feel that. Thank you. Bring me more energetic shifts. Thank you. Bring me more opening to experience. So don't judge yourself for not experiencing much. Appreciate yourself for starting to experience those things which are a challenge for most people to even accept as a reality. So, beloved one, celebrate that opening is beginning to happen. Thank you for your question.
There's something to be said for being in a state of nothing to do. There is a reason we suggest this. In the nothing to do, in the effortless state, you are in a state of pure allowing of whatever is. And so you could be in a space of absolute receptivity of nothing at all, and it would be profound for you. But beloved ones, understand this deeply. The more you try with the mind to see, in particular, for many of you, you discount being able to feel the energies. You say, I want to see. I'm hearing all these remarkable pink octopus in the universe. This one, Julianne, had to allow that image to form. For her, it is rare for these visions to come. And so as she caught the first glimpses, she noticed her mind starting to come in, grasping, doubting, and she just noticed and allowed the experience to unfold anyway, noticing the pink color, noticing the heart energy, noticing the tentacles, noticing the whole of the universe inside that being. And so it is an inner unfolding. For many of you, the seeing is more of a knowing that you allow to come to you. So it is the effortless state that allows these impressions from the field to arise in your conscious awareness. Okay.
So someone else from the room?
So when people would talk about star families, I would say, yeah, I relate to that one. And then someone else would say, talk about another one. And I didn't ever really understand why, but I never really thought about it. But today I got an idea of why. We were in the void and I experienced this tapestry of golden particles that showed up in front of me. And I'm like, who are you? I want to know who you are. And this collective of rainbow beings came in. And I can feel them as I mention them because they're not one planet. It feels like an ancient collective of different beings from different planets that have come together to create this group that I experienced today.
Something else?
And I was in my body, I was noticing my body at the same time, and they were giving me some sort of transmission through the portals in my hands.
Use the microphone, please.
Oh, they were giving me some sort of transmission through the portals in my hands that went up my arms, and my body was shaking. And I just received it, and I feel very blissful and grateful because I am one who typically feels the energy, and then it comes in imprints, and I have a knowing of what it is. And to be able to have that experience of a visual, I'm very grateful for. Thank you.
Lovely. So, anything else online before we take a break?
Just what you're saying reminds me of those Tibetan paintings of the rainbow light body. It's really cool. And it feels like they are a group consciousness collective. Okay. Deb is saying, I love feeling the sensations. It feels more intimate somehow. I only get glimpses of images, and that feels enough right now. Mona says she saw something that looked and moved like a huge pink jellyfish. Cool. Mar saying, I simply heard we are Andromedans. Mariah, I was surrounded. Directly in front was Hathor. To one side, Isis. Behind me, Osiris. To my right, Horus. Flanked by Pleiadian mothers. Lyran being behind her. OMG, can't even explain the energy. Yeah, it feels like almost a flashback to some kind of Egyptian initiation, Mariah.
So, as you hear people's different experiences, just be aware of the way your mind hears them. And also be aware that if you sensed some being there, that your mind has been interpreting what you sensed. So you created an image partially from what was there and partially from your mind's projection about what you think is there. And so with all these things, don't take them as rigid reality. Just take them as, oh, this was an experience. Thank you for the experience. Bring me more. Bring me more clarity. Bring me more connection. So that as you progress and as you connect more, you connect to a greater reality with less and less mind influence and more just perceiving what's actually there. Everything is a step on the way.
We're building momentum we have no idea about.
Yeah.
And Alcazar has described this before. He says that with our higher dimensional DNA, which holds the keys to all of these abilities, that it's a lot of it is like all or nothing. And so you could be going along, and you're like 50%, 60%, 70% activated in a certain skill or ability. And it's not until that 99% turns to 100 that like whoosh, it clicks on. And I've noticed that before in the Stargate energies. It's like we're going along and we're going along, and then suddenly it's like something
Yeah.
opens. Deborah is saying, at first I saw a black-eyed Susan flower. Then I saw a fairy being riding on the flower. She was giggly and laughing. Then she stood up and became a tall blue loving energy.
Beautiful.
Cool. I love how we're all getting these glimpses into what feel like some of these. It's like I feel like I can relate to that. And with like the Leonid being directing the spacecraft, I'm like, yes, of course. Like it's so funny because like some of these impressions, they really like they're reactivating the part of our knowingness, awareness, eternalness that actually does know those realities.
Okay. So thank you all for sharing and experiencing with us. We're going to have a lunch break here, and we'll join you in a few hours back online again.
And for those of you in Europe, Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. It's